through the start of the new league year in March to now, we have done hundreds of mock drafts. Tonight, we bring to you our final mock draft for the Las Vegas Raiders. 5 days away from the 2022 NFL Draft. It all goes down next, right here on Hammers.House.
I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be shameless. And I really wonder where their parents are. Look around, everything changes. It feels like I've been buried alive. Let it breathe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the original house, the only house for Las Vegas Raiders news, updates, live streams, and reactions. Welcome to Hammers.House. Hope everybody's having a great night wherever you guys are at. Before we go any further, let's do a quick roll call. See Raider Nightmares, aka Raider Cortez, is in the building. Derek Vehicle, my son Prez, what is good? Demi Raider, Mason Blue, Vivid, appreciate you, man. Thank you. I know it's going to start flooding up momentarily. Let me adjust the live chat real quick, and then we'll be good to go. Give me 1 second. I'm going to learn how to add music to this next so we can do that next time I have to do this. Give me 1 sec. One more thing. Where is it? There we go. Matt, what's good? Let's fix this. Willie, what up? All right, so like I said in the jump, we've been doing a ton of mock drafts between me and my other brothers and other Raider content creators alike. We've been doing this shit since the start of the offseason, pretty much have an idea of the needs that we really need to have on this team moving forward. At the same time, we started this during the offseason, before the change of the guard, before Dave Ziegler, before Josh McDaniels, before Chandler Jones, before Devontae Adams, before Rocky Sin, before Anthony Averett. There are pieces we need. You've heard Ziegler, you've heard McDaniels say that it's not going to be by needs, it's going to be by best available on the board. So I've messed around with these mock drafts a couple of times recently, where I've gone more by needs than anything else. I did post one the other day on Twitter that a lot of people seem to like, but other people said it's really not too realistic. So fair enough, not realistic. It is what it is. I did do another one that we're going to get into momentarily, but this one is a hell of a lot more detailed, minus one player, because we really couldn't find too much on him, but he is a position of need that we could potentially pick up late in the draft. We will get to that particular player as we move along. Let's see. All right, so I think we're good. Let's get into this right now as we present our final mock draft. Again, we're 5 days away from the NFL draft. We don't have a pick until Friday, which is going to be rounds 2, 3, and 4. So we will get into it right now, if this actually cooperates with me. All right, here we go. So with pick number 86, which is going to be in the third round, we have taken Brian Asamoah, the linebacker out of Oklahoma. 6 foot, 222, wingspan of 80 inches, length 33 3/8, with hand size of 9 3/4. Bear with me. This is new using the slides. Oops. There we go. All right, so the pros for Asamoah is he has some wheels on him, true sideline to sideline speed, impressive read and react quickness, sees it, and is already gone. He flows gracefully behind the line of scrimmage, ignoring the clutter and maintaining gap integrity, violent at the point of contact, ruthless hitter, and shows powerful punches to control blocks. Easy working zone coverage, confident in his abilities. I can't really. Hold on. This is awesome. Man, his whole area and undercut routes. I'm sorry about that, guys. I know that was pretty embarrassing. A lot of the things that you're hearing right now are similarities in regards to reading and reacting to the run, is that of current middle linebacker, um, Denzel Perryman, a guy that I've been high on this entire season. I know a lot of people kind of gave me flack. Oh, we traded a 6th-round pick for him. He's a bum. Da 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 da. He's always injured. Dude missed 2 games. He led the league in tackles throughout the season, and had he stayed healthy, the 2 games that he did miss, he would have broken the single season tackle record. A lot of people have said that he needs to be a guy that needs to be traded this offseason. Others don't feel like he's got a fit for this new defense. I have to disagree. But again, with guys like this, and I'm talking right now about Brian Asamoah, he is a player that we can develop behind a guy like Perryman, because I don't know if we're necessarily going to have Perryman after this coming season. I think that this guy could develop behind him and under the tutelage of former Arizona State coordinator and former New York Giant linebacker and Pro Bowler Antonio Pierce. I think he can learn a thing or two and thrive in this defense that Patrick Graham is bringing to the table. So those are his pros that we're looking at right now. The cons: slender lower half betrays his speed and upper body strength, lack of explosion from legs through contact. Body balance erratic, fails to keep his hips square to hands and brace in contact straight on. Lack of sustain when lower half isn't correctly, hands fall off blocks. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to keep doing this. Ugh. In trouble if edge rushers escape his arms. I know this shit is gonna make you guys laugh as I have to go back and forth tonight, but maybe I drop my camera size a little bit, and maybe that'll help. Canelo, what's good? Joey boy, salute. Pharaoh, what is good? Appreciate you guys pulling on up. So again, this would be number 86, the third overall, the 3rd round, our very first pick in the draft. This is Brian Asamoah that we're talking about. We'll move on. Kellen Dyche at 4th round, 126 overall. He's an offensive tackle out of Arizona State, 6'7" and 1/8, 301 pounds, wingspan 70 and 3/8, arms 32 and 1/4, and hands 9.5 inches. He said Hammer Time is real tonight. You're not lying, bro. I'm gonna hold on. Let's see if I could try to fix this real quick. Hold on. There we go. I'm just super small right now. Pause. We'll leave it like that for a little bit until we finish this. I think that'll help the cause right now. But let's move on to the pros and cons of Kellen Dyche. So the pros is a tall offensive tackle who's still adding weight to a frame that looks like it can carry it. Explosive athlete for his position, jumps out of his stance and fires upfield as a run blocker. Excellent lateral movement to get good depth on his pass sets and owns the corner. Elite ability to block on the move, discipline, but quick to get upfield and find work. So he's one of those tackles that will go next level, and he will go next level very consistently. Keeps his weight under his feet and stays balanced, and he's patient for contact. Appreciate you guys pulling on up. I'm using Streamlabs right now, Pharaoh. I'm using Streamlabs, and this is the very first time that I'm doing a slideshow. So guys, please bear with me. Again, this is the very, very first time I'm doing this. Let's move on to the cons for Kellen Dyche. He needs to get bigger to compete consistently at the next level. Again, he's a little over 300 pounds. I think he's going to have to probably put on at least another 20 to 25 pounds to really get that work in on the line. Core strength a concern. Lack of anchor versus bull rushers. Insufficient pop in hands. Outside arm lacking in strength to maintain the edge rusher at full extension. Short arms when he's managed to mitigate by being first to the party on every pass rep. Zone blocker only. Very, very questionable. Again, We've talked about needing offensive linemen. We did bring back Illuminor. We brought back Brandon Parker. Denzel Good is still with us. We have Alex Leatherwood, who at this point, we don't know if Alex Leatherwood is going to be a tackle or a guard. Kellen Dyche is one right now that if we happen to draft in the 4th round, he can develop under Carmen Brasillo. A lot of these linemen are going to be able to develop, grow, and ball out under our new offensive line coach, Carmen Brasillo. Terrence, what is good, man? How are you? I feel like you're almost never in my lives anymore, so I definitely appreciate you pulling on up, bro. Again, I feel, in my opinion, and I think it'll happen if he's in fact drafted by us. I do believe that he'll be one of those dudes that's going to be in the weight room almost immediately with Carmen Brasillo. We will try to help him develop and getting his weight up, and we take it as it goes. But again, this is a guy that could be not necessarily a starter right away, but this is somebody that moving forward within a year or so, he could potentially be a starter or someone that could fill in as a next man up. Sultan, what's good? How long are you on, bro? He's home and be home in 10. I'm gonna be on for a bit. We just got on, bro. We've only been on 10 minutes, so I'm gonna be on. Let's go to the next one. This is, I believe, pick 164, if I remember correctly. Let's do this. All right. Yep. Pick 164. It's another offensive lineman. It's Joshua Ezudu. I'm trying not to butcher the names. You know how I try my best with that. Is out of North Carolina. Is currently a junior. 6'4", 325 pounds. There you go. There's a big body. Height, hands 9 4/8, arms 34 and an eighth, wingspan of 82 inches and 3/8. Shit, that's an amazing fucking wingspan. It's hard to keep track of everyone's live, bro. Plus doing, got you. I understand, bro. Cool Kev, what's good, man? Black, what is up, man? How are you? Let's get into the pros and cons of Joshua Ezudu. All right. So pros: physical specimen, chiseled frame with excellent weight distribution and long arms. You heard the fucking wingspan. That is insane. Blasts out of the snap and attacks vertically to get deep before contact. Keeps his legs driving through contact and uses length to dominate the engagement. That's a huge plus at the offensive line position. Springy, has all the lateral mobility you need to block on the move, moves like a tight end. That could be a plus depending on the type of schemes, the blocking schemes that we're going to be running. You're not going to see many of these guys pulling. You'll see more of this offensive set under McDaniels, Mick Lombardi, and Carmen Brasillo as guys that will go head on with the defensive lineman in front of them, but not necessarily have these guys like pulling guards and pulling tackles. Let's go to the cons. Slender lower half betrays his speed and upper body strength. Lack of explosion from legs through contact. Body balance erratic. Fails to keep his hips square to hands and embrace contact straight on. So that's definitely not a good look as a lineman, but it's something that can be corrected. Lack of sustain when lower half isn't set correctly. Hands fall off blocks, and trouble if edge rushers escape his arms. Those long ass arms, you better keep whoever's in front of you from getting past you. That's insane. Ladies and gentlemen, the Capri Sun killing, Lunchable stacking, trike riding, I wear my sunglasses at night. The SC experience is in the building. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe to his channel on YouTube. Raf, what is good? El Capitan Rafael is here. So yeah, again, this is a big body guy with great fucking wingspan. Those little things. Again, these cons aren't that bad. It's not like something that's going to be a total struggle. And for somebody that we'd be picking up in the 5th round, things that can be corrected fairly quickly. So I have no problem with bringing this guy in here moving forward. Next up, you got Joshua Williams. He is a center out of UNC Pembroke, 6'5", 300 pounds. So trying to do research on him, as he was on this on PFF when we went and did the mock draft. Is not much on this kid right now. I could attempt to look it up again, but We tried looking for things and nothing popped up. And it's like there's another Joshua Williams that's in this draft, and that Joshua Williams is a cornerback. So let me try this one more time and see if I can find anything. Because, like I said, the cornerback is the one that comes up every single time we've tried to look for him. It's a corner out of Fayetteville State University, and I can't seem to get this Joshua Williams up. Bourbon, what is good, brother? I'm going to see if I could find this again, but I don't think we can pull anything up on him. So I think we're going to have to leave this one alone right now. Unless I'm going to leave it the way it is. For some strange reason, we were able to draft this kid, but there's nothing on him as we Google, we get this other cornerback that the two of them look nothing alike either. I have to put that out there. So we'll move on from that one. Drew my stiletto at the screen because I couldn't find info on him. Press, you're a fool. And shout out to Press for all his help with this slideshow tonight. I gave him the list of names, and we were able to develop this into a slideshow. And again, this is the very first time I'm using Streamlabs, or really the first time I'm doing a slideshow on Streamlabs. And it seems to work just fine. So we could definitely do this again during the season when we bring news and talk about certain scenarios and stuff. I think this will be a great way to go moving forward. I'm starting to feel like Mitch a little bit when he does his presentations, when he does his lives. I just need the headset next. Well, the headset's over there somewhere, but you know where I'm going with that. White Tyson, what's good, brother? And salute to Mitch as well, by the way. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're in Vegas. Would love the chance to meet you in Vegas. We're going to move on to pick number 227. This is going to be our final pick in the draft. It's Noah Ellis, a defensive tackle out of Idaho. The 6'4", 346 pounds, hands 10 3/8, arms 32 1/4, wingspan 66 3/8. Not bad. Mitch don't have to shrink himself. Oh my God, here we go. You're a jackass, Prez. You always got to start problems. So for the pros on Noah Ellis, rare size, hard to find players with this build. Comes off the ball with better leverage than expected. Covers ground once he gets moving in the direction. Plays better in space than he looks. Great upper body strength. Can toss people aside once engaged properly. Flashes good leg drive to be a pocket pusher. Now look, Noah Ellis is a guy that myself and Docs have talked about. We've drafted a bunch of times. And at times, he's actually drafted a little earlier than this mock draft that I did. Right off the bat, he comes off the ball with better leverage than expected. Flashes good leg drive to a pocket pusher. And can toss people aside. Look, that is a disruptive defensive lineman, an interior defensive lineman that this team needs this season. We have Bilal Nichols. Cleve Farrell could be used on the interior. He could be used on the edge in certain down distance situations as well. But this guy right here is someone that can disrupt that offensive line. He can cause havoc in the trenches, and that will open up more possibilities on the edge for both Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. This could be a guy that throws people aside and he gets tackles for losses. This is a guy that would be a really, really good fit on the interior defensive line as of right now. We've talked about guys in free agency like Donkey Kong Sue. A lot of those moves in free agency we did, but there's others that could still potentially be done post June 1st when we add another $20+ million in cap space. But right now, this is a guy that we should strongly consider in the draft, whether it be in the 5th or 6th round. This is a guy we should definitely consider. But let's go to the cons next before we get ahead of ourselves. Poor length, has short arms, and it hurts him on film. Poor start athleticism, struggles to stop, redirect, and burst to another direction. Below average balance and anchor, too often struggles to keep a strong base under him. So he's not controlling his legs like he should. Not controlling his feet like he should, rather. Slow, wild hands, late to bring his hands up to engage, and they're often placed too wide to take control of blocks. Things that can be corrected, things that can be adjusted moving forward. But with all the, I think his pros or his strengths outdo his weaknesses. I still think that this is a guy that would be a good fit on the interior. Just hopping in to show my support. Jack, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for pulling on up. But this is a guy that I've been talking about. Again, Docs has spoken about him as well. I think those things can be cleaned up and corrected. Again, you're making a transition to the NFL. Not everybody's perfect coming into the league, and we know that for a fact. It doesn't matter where you are drafted. So I think he's another guy that we should definitely keep an eye on if he's still available around this time. But again, and we've stressed this over and over and over again for the last couple of weeks, when it comes to the players that we've looked at, the players that we have drafted in our mock draft, it is going to go by best available, not needs, but best available. So yeah, let's get back to the big screen. There we go. And I don't know how the picture looks on this. I'm using a totally new ring light. And I'm still trying to adjust it. Like, I just came home a little while ago with this thing, and I'm trying to screw around with it to the best of my ability. So yeah, I'll take anyone that's big on D. Pause. KJ, what's good, man? Hope you're doing well. So now we got the highlight up. Here we go. You watch Big Hank's video. Not gonna lie, I could feel his anxiety when he's on those calls with his agent. Hey, man, it happens. Kick nuts. What up, bro? Are you coming to Vegas? I feel like I haven't seen you on a live in a minute. Are you coming to Vegas? That was my final mock draft. I definitely don't plan on doing another one. We were supposed to do it as a group, me and my brothers in Mount Shieldmore, but some of us kind of was like, hey, there's nothing to talk about right now, so we might as well do our final mock drafts on each of our channels and show you guys what we think is going to be the next players that we have in the silver and black. And these were mine. Overall, let me find the overall grade for this, especially when it came to the selections. Where is it? Okay. So again, we took Brian Asamoah in the 3rd round with the 86 overall. I got an A+ on that. Tackle Kellen Dyche in the 4th, 126 overall, at A+. Round 5, 164. Guard Joshua Ezeudu, A-. Round 5, 165. Center Joshua Williams out of UNC Pembroke, a B+. Again, looking for his name all over the place. There's another Joshua Williams that's coming out of Fayetteville State as a cornerback. He's the only one that seemed to be popping up the whole fucking time. So it is what it is. And that was a B+ on Joshua Williams. And round 7, 227 overall. Noah Ellis, a defensive lineman out of Idaho. We got an A. Overall draft grade for it was an A. That to me was probably one of the best ones I did. I did another one that had us drafting the quarterback Zappy out of Western Kentucky, but a lot of people told me that draft wasn't really that realistic. The grades were still pretty good, and the names that were on that draft board that we took were pretty solid. Jack, have a good night, man. Can you show the draft results again? Sorry, I'm late. Yeah, sure. I got no problem with that. Give me one sec. Sorry, guys. All right, so here we go. Pick 86, Asamoah. I'm just going to scroll through it real quick, so bear with me. You got Kellen Dyche at pick 126. And I just gave you the grades on each one. I don't even need to go through the pros and cons right now. Joshua's Ezeudu, guard out of North Carolina. Joshua Williams, center out of UNC Pembroke. And last but not least, defensive lineman Noah Ellis out of Idaho. So those are the guys that I had. Oops. Damn. I know you guys thought it was over, but it's not over. Still hope we get a high upside safety or even a corner that Graham can convert to safety. Hey, it's still a possibility. Yeah, we take this as it goes. It's going to be by best available on the board, not necessarily by our needs. And right now, I'm good with Harmon. I'm good with Merrick at safety right now. I know people are still on the Honey Badger train, and I've said it throughout this week. At this point, I'm 70-30, 70 being the chance that he doesn't come here. And if he does, great. It's nothing against him. Again, right now we have $5.8 million in 5.8 million in cap space available. Post June 1st, we'll have 25.8. We can make moves after June 1st if these guys are willing to wait. Maybe that is the case. Maybe they're waiting for this money to be freed up so they can potentially end up with a contract. But he's still not necessarily a guy I need to have right away. Darrell Williams is a guy I would like to have here. Donkey Kongsu is another one I would like to have here. Kyle Van Noy I absolutely want here. Van Noy can play anywhere in the linebacker position. He's extremely versatile. So we'll see. But maybe they like Gillespie. You never know. You never know. There's a good possibility with that. And again, shout out to my son Prez for helping me out with that work. That was great work in regards to the slide. Definitely appreciate you, kid. The hell. But you guys want to ask anything, feel free to ask. We have people here right now on Twitch. We have people on Facebook, and then those that have been subbed are in here as well. So appreciate you guys pulling on up. If you guys want to get your questions answered, pull on up to YouTube and come into the chat and just ask whatever you guys want. I'm gonna hang with you guys for a little bit. How long we've been on for almost a half hour already. I don't know how long we're gonna be on for. It pretty much comes down to y'all and what you guys ask me at this point in time. But we did break down the my final mock draft. Like I said, that was what we were here to do tonight. I didn't even add any tags or anything to this live, so this is probably gonna be one of those that I don't know if anybody else is live right now, but I feel like the people that are in here, this isn't normal. We normally have hundreds of people in here chatting it up and having some fun. So, but definitely appreciate you guys being on. Currently steaming my blouse, polishing my heels, and sorting my side button pants. I can't with you. So Tony is on the trade block. Again, I'm sorry. I don't know. This was something that I kind of knew about, and people just started talking about it recently, like throughout the league. But I was listening to ESPN Radio talking about this. ESPN Radio New York was talking about this live the other day during the Michael K show, and dude's just he's a head case. He's a diva. He's a behavioral problem, and this is a whole new regime in New York. Not they didn't draft him, so they're looking to get rid of him. They're looking to ship him out and ship him out quickly. So we shall see what happens. I heard the reports out there that they were looking for a first round pick for him. I don't know how realistic that is, but yeah, he was a guy that was talked about throughout the New York sports media recently, where this guy was going to be gone. It's all on him for that. Prez is becoming a diva. Haha. Oh God, you're terrible, Terrence. Terrible Terrence. That's what I'm calling you now. Terrible Terrence. Actually, let me check one thing since Terrence is chatting in the chat. Let me check something real quickly, just to see if my day is still continuing to be good. And what's today? The 23rd. So I'm 4 days away from being in Vegas, baby. Top 9. Mets are down 5-2. Oh well, if they lose, they go to 11-5 on the season. Still got the best record in the league, so I'm good with that. Cool Kev, how many trades do you expect the Raiders to make draft night? Cool Kev, I really don't see that happening right now. I really don't. Do you think we keep Waller after this season or trade him and let someone else pay him? He'll be wanting to get paid at 32. I'm going to answer that question, actually, Bourbon, and that's a great question. I feel, and I've said this a couple of times, especially with everything that we have, the pieces on offense this season, I think Waller's going to have a great year. I think as long as he stays healthy, he's going to put up some ridiculous numbers and he'll earn his bag, which I have nothing against. The false narrative was dragged out throughout the season about him and Carr having issues. Again, Waller was injured a pretty heavy amount of this past season, the knee, the back. But I think if he balls out, he'll still be a Raider. He'll get an extension with the Raiders. If not, then and he's still wanting a bag, I think he might be a person that's traded down the road, most definitely. Desert Raider, what is good? Eugene says we need a right tackle. Yeah, we do. And we broke down a whole bunch of players in my final mock draft. Kellen Dyche is a tackle that I feel could be brought in. But also, look, we have Illuminor, we have Parker, we have Leatherwood, we have Carmen Brasillo as our offensive line coach. He can develop these guys a hell of a lot better and discipline them a lot better than Tom Cable did. He can clean up the bad habits that Tom Cable brought upon these young guys. I think our offensive line is going to be just fine. Hammer, did you make your reservations for the stadium tour yet? No, I did not. Like I said, I got to see if I have availability Saturday afternoon. I'll probably go Saturday afternoon for that. I don't think addressing the O-line in the draft is our biggest need for now to establish a strong run game. That's a very valid point. Kenneth, what's good, man? Tiger, what up? This staff wants to build competition with depth. That's why they will draft the best player available. There you go. There you go. Absolutely right about that. Hey, if there's any new people in here, don't let it be a last time in here. Hit that sub button. That doesn't cost you a single damn thing. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash a bell for all your Raiders news, updates, live streams, and reactions right here in the original house, the only house, Hammers House. Let me put the other links at the top for you guys. Give me 1 second. I think this is them. This should be them. Braxton, you're absolutely right. We do. And we will. We will. Again, this draft that I did actually was the best available players left on the board each round. And I think the moves make sense. I think the moves would fit us perfectly fine. These are not needs. These were the best available on the board. And the overall grade was an A. The lowest grade was a B plus, and that was the, if I remember correctly, the center Joshua Williams out of UNC Pembroke. Thank you, Terrence. And guys, I just pinned it. You want to support me, you want to support this channel. The link for the membership is pinned to the top, as well as the Hammers House merch site. I will be rocking a lot of my stuff while I'm out there. I know I'm going to be wearing one of the tees while I'm out there on draft day. I think day 2 will be the authentic custom jersey because we pick in the 3rd round. Why not just wear my number 3? I think that's pretty dope. Raider Ruckus, what is good, brother? How are you? I should probably change the background now because we're kind of done talking about that part of this. I don't know how much how much of a process that is, so I'm just gonna leave it alone for the time being. Actually, let's try this. See if I could fix it real quickly. And if not, it is what it is. So it's been a while since you guys have seen this one. So I'll use this one. There we go. Back in the locker room. And I do actually plan on trying to go into the practice facility on Wednesday. It's the last day of on field. They're doing on field OTAs starting Monday. It's only 3 days long. I touched down in Vegas fairly early Wednesday morning. I'm gonna try to get over to Henderson and go to the practice facility and see maybe I can find my foot in the door somehow. Might be interesting. What moves do you see us making to get back into the 1st or 2nd? I don't see us doing anything to go back into the 1st or 2nd. Unless we have a player that somebody really, really wants, like maybe Trayvon Mullen, that we can get a 1 or a 2 for. I really don't see it happening right now. I really don't. Where did you get the hat? Fourth quarter, but apparently it's in Lids. People have gotten it at Lids. I'm on the East Coast, so this definitely was not in Lids for me to get. But yeah, I got it off online on the fourth quarter. Actually, I know there's a lot of you guys that are not going to be in Vegas, so I might as well show you guys this real quickly. Give me 1 second. It is done. It is complete. We are ready to go for Vegas. That will be carried around with me everywhere I go my entire trip. Stadium tour is a must for you. I'm going to try my best. Like I said, I have to see if I have any downtime. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to try my best. Again, Thursday the 28th through Saturday, April 30th, we will be live. Mount Shieldmore, we will be at the Ahern Hotel doing live draft coverage. The event is free. Come on down, bring your friends, bring your family, bring your kids. We do have VIP packages for food and beverage for those that are interested. That is posted on my IG. I think it's also posted on my Twitter account as well. But guys that are going to be in Vegas for the draft, come on out, have a good time. We should pack the Ahern with silver and black. Granted, it's the NFL draft. We know you're going to have fans of the other 31 teams, but let's turn this into the official new headquarters for the Raiders this coming season. Should we trade future picks to get back in the first round? I don't think so. I really don't. You know what? They're not here tonight, obviously, but I just promoted our event this coming week. Again, that event is in 5 days, but I got to do it. I got to do it for y'all. Do not leave either. I'm not going anywhere. But here you go. Y'all know what it is.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
There you guys go. Mount Shieldmore. We will be at the Ahern April 28th through April 30th, giving you guys live coverage of the NFL draft. Friday morning, American Field Park in Las Vegas, 11 a.m. The inaugural Oak Las Vegas flag football game sponsored by Woodson Bourbon Whiskey. It is going to be an amazing time. I actually just took the cleats out of my bag today. I actually didn't realize I had a second pair in the bag, so I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to rock out with. But it's definitely going to be a great time, and I cannot wait to meet you guys out there. All the events. I cannot wait to meet the Raider Nation that has been here, that has supported me for the last year and a half. I've been doing this. I appreciate and love each and every single one of you guys, and cannot wait to interact with you finally live and in person in Las Vegas this coming week. Salute, not pyro. What is with people in these names now where it's not pyro, not Andy, not Gabe? What is that? Like, did one of the content creators start doing that? Make that a trending thing? Do you see them drafting a receiver? If so, who? I don't see us getting a receiver at this point. Our receiver depth chart is way too deep. Our running back depth chart is way too deep. I don't see that happening at this point. And if we do, it won't be one we draft. It'll probably be an undrafted free agent. Ziegler and the scouting staff are going to knock it out of the park with mid-round gems. Watch. Talk that shit, Cisco. I see us trading up into round two. Okay, we shall see. It's the same person as maybe and Lil Eric allegedly. Interesting. Okay. I've just been seeing it so many times in various other content creators' chat, so I'm starting to get it. It's kind of funny. You guys have any other questions right now? Because if not, I'm gonna roll out. I've been up since I don't even know what time. Titan was turned up this morning. I woke up at 5 o'clock and I really didn't go back to bed. This is what happens when you save the channel URL. Do you see Waller being traded draft night? No, I don't. I do not. Waller will be here, guys. Waller will be an intricate part of this offense. Like I've stated this before in regards to the offense. This offensive scheme is more of a run-heavy offense, but it's not a bad thing. It takes a load off Carr. At the same time, we have the weapons in the backfield to execute and do their job. We're not going to see our running backs in the backfield getting being thrown out to the wolves, play in and play out, and just getting battered up every single fucking down. You will see play action. You will see empty gun. You will see 2 tight end sets. You might even see 3 tight end sets. Waller is going to be an intricate part when it comes to those tight end sets, most definitely. I don't see him getting traded at this point. I really don't. And so many people have talked about it over the last couple of days. It's not going to happen. I would be extremely shocked as shit if that were to happen. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Yo, I can't, bro. Really? I just saw like a weird ass glitch. I think a ghost just ran across the screen. I I don't know, man. I really don't see us trading back into 1 or 2. But we'll see what happens. We got Devontae Adams. Fairly sure Raider Nation's pretty happy. We're all happy about that. Do you see them drafting a quarterback and who for the backup to Carr? So Tiger, let me find this. This was actually the original final mock draft that I was going to go over, but again, people were telling me it wasn't that realistic. Shit. Let me find this one because this one actually wasn't a bad draft either. All right. So pretty much everything was remotely the same except for the 164th pick. I took the quarterback out of Western Kentucky, Bailey Zappi. I think if the opportunity presents itself, if he is in fact the best available player on the board at number 164, I think we would get him. Mullen's Mullen, and it's not a knock, it's not an insult. But I feel if we were to draft a quarterback this year, and again, this is not the best class for quarterbacks, he would be somebody that could be developed behind Carr and insurance more or less moving forward if he needed to come in at all. So that would be the only quarterback right now that I would remotely think of. Carson Strong was another one, but I think Zappy would be that guy if we were to get him. Hi, Queen. What's up? How are you? Hope you're feeling better. The best thing about our offense right now is that we can attack teams however we want. That's a fact. Waller gets paid for on a 2. If he balls out this year, yes, he's getting a 2 to 3 year extension. Would you like some pancakes? Prezi, yes, please, with strawberries. Oh, y'all are too much. There you go. You got the pancakes with strawberries ready for you. Yes, he has 2 years left on his contract, but his contract is an average of like $6 million a year. Again, I believe if he balls out this year, he's going to get an extension. He's going to get a payday. I do not see him getting traded, especially not come draft time. I think we're perfectly fine with him. I don't know, and I don't understand why so many people are on this shit with, oh, we're trading Waller. We should trade him for this. We should trade him for that. No, we shouldn't, especially not with this offense that we have coming. Absolutely not. I'm against it. 1,000% against it right now. We saw what McDaniels has done with 2 tight end sets. Aaron Hernandez, Rob Gronkowski. Does that ring a bell? You had Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith last year. Come on. Do we take a flyer on Bradbury if the Giants cut him? Bourbon is a small possibility, but it's not set in stone that we would go right after him. Just sent Hammer a pink cashmere sweater. I appreciate that, Prez. Thank you, son. What are you going to do during downtime in Vegas? Heard you talk about the tour. Do you gamble? So I'll mess around with FanDuel Sportsbook every once in a while. I really haven't done it that often, actually, since it became legalized in New York. I used to go over the bridge to Jersey and place bets here and there, but I don't plan on gambling. I would love to do the stadium tour, possibly Saturday if I can. There's other things I have that I'm trying to plan, and yeah, I'm gonna try my best to do something. I got my my cousins coming out. I think Friday we're gonna link up and probably do some things. I know a bunch of us are gonna go out to dinner at some point, but yeah. Titan free afterward. I can't with you. Titan's already knocked out. He already went outside. He's chilling. He's knocked out right now. But I hate it. Waller is one, if not my favorite Raider. I admire his story as much as the same. I'll have 6 years sobriety in November. That's great. And you know what? That's the thing that I admire about Waller as well. Especially after I heard the whole story. I got his jersey almost immediately after. I don't want to see him not in the silver and black. So yeah. Go eat at the restaurant called Best Friends by Chef Roy. Oh, there's actually where I'm staying, which I'm not putting out there, but where I'm staying there is a restaurant, and from an email I got today, I think it's a spot I would absolutely love to have dinner at. So that's a possibility too. Maybe my first night, we'll see. Do you think Carr is going to be the next MVP? I think Carr could be a quarterback this coming season that is in the top 5 and a potential MVP candidate. So yes. Don't sleep until the sunrise. Listen to the falling rain. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about your pain. Don't cry unless you're happy. Don't smile unless you're blue. Yo, you're such a clown, Prez. But yeah, and I still got packing and shit to do. I took stuff out today, but I have not put anything in a bag yet. So that's probably the early morning task tomorrow. Start packing because I work Monday. Tuesday is like half a shift, and then I'm up at, or not up, I'm out the door at 2:30 a.m. Eastern time Wednesday morning to head to the airport and head to Vegas. So yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna try to sleep as much as possible on that plane. It's the other thing. I gotta start getting my headphones charged up and all that stuff ready to go as well. For those that are in here, for those that are new in here, first timers in here, do not let it be your last. Break them thumbs, hit that sub button. That'll cost you nothing. Smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders content right here in the original house, the only house, Hammers.House. Listen to my album on the plane. I might be the perfect way to go to sleep. Either that or a small bottle of Jack Daniels, the little airplane bottle. I have to have a drink, and normally it's Jack when I'm on a plane, just to help me go to sleep. Crosby is another one I respect, man. And Crosby, I'm going to be meeting while I'm in Vegas, so I'm absolutely looking forward to that as well. That's another highlight, and I'm hoping I get the opportunity to meet Charles Woodson as well. Have him sign my jersey. I could frame it and put it in the new man cave. Buy me purple drizzle drink. You're not even coming, bro. Pause. Which breaks my heart that you're not, because I was absolutely looking forward to hanging out with you, Prez. Definitely. Did I miss anything? No. No, I didn't. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up because it doesn't seem like anybody has really anything else to ask right now. Like I said, I just wanted to come on and do this final mock draft for you guys. I'm hoping that me and my brothers from Mount Shieldmore do link up on the live before we're all out there. Definitely try our best to do that. An event out there. I will be meeting him. So that's going to be dope. But I appreciate you guys for pulling on up tonight. And I'm gonna try. No promises on this. I'm gonna try my best to be back live at some point before I leave, and if not, I'll probably do it just as I'm about to get on the plane. So, Joey, what's good? I appreciate everybody that pulled on up tonight, and I hope you guys enjoyed what I brought to the table. For the first time, we did a slideshow using Streamlabs, and it was pretty clean, minus the fact that I had to minimize myself just a little bit. But next time we do slides, I think I'm not going to stand and I'm not going to put myself in front of it. You guys will be able to see everything. And yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to roll out for the night. On your way out, if you haven't already, break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell. And actually, before I really roll out, let me show you this real quick. Because, yeah, you guys got to cop that merch. I think people are already starting to leave. I apologize. I got to roll out the proper way, though, before I end this. Guys, continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon.
It's time!
I feel like the grass is green, and everything I do is unseen. But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be shameless, and I really wonder where their parents are. Look around, everything changes. It feels like I've been buried alive.